So the third problem is like this. Accept strings of A's and B's having at least one A. So what is the difference from previous problem? That is, we have B here, correct? So on that problem we have only A, but here we have B also. So here we should have at least one A. So it can be like this. It is not compulsory to have B, but it is compulsory to have A, correct? So we can write it like A, AB, BA, BAB and BAAB also, right? At least one A. It can be any number of A's at most, correct? So here we have sigma as A comma B, both, correct? So now let's write the transition diagram. So we have Q0 and if it gets A here, it should move to next state, correct? So Q0 on A, it should move to next state and it can be a final state. Why? Because only A can be taken. And then let's see whether it gets satisfied. A, B. Q0 on A is moving to next state, correct? But Q1 on B should remain in this state only, correct? So Q1 on B should remain in this state only. And then BA, is it proper? No, because if we have AB is done, right? So BA, so upon consuming B, it should be remain in same state only. Why? Because upon consuming B, it is in same state. Upon consuming A, it should move to next state. Here main thing is you have to find all the possible ways and you have to check whether this is correct or not. Okay. And then BA is done. Now BAB. B upon consuming A and then B. That's correct. Now we have BAAB. This also should satisfy. Correct. B correct. On consuming A, it is moving to final state. But here I have another A. Here A is not there. So here upon A or B, it should go to final state. Correct. So now is it correct? Yeah, let's take another example to check. BAAB. On B, it is in this state only. A, it is moving to next state. Correct. And we have another A, final state. Correct. On B, final state. Right. Okay, so now how to write transition table? So we have two state Q0, Q1 and we have A and B, right? So Q0 on A, it is moving to next state, that is Q1. Q0 on B, it is staying in same state, correct? And then Q1 on A, it is staying in same state and Q1 on B, same state. So this is the initial state, this is the final state. So here let's take the state or let's take the example which should not get correct. Here only this one should be possible with this diagram. If this one get correct, then also this diagram is not proper, right? So because this is a false example. So let's take this one. B on consuming Q0 on consuming B, it will move to Q0 state only and then we have B, it goes to Q0 state only. On consuming B, it goes to Q0 state only. Since this is the initial state or it is not the final state, so this one is not correct. So if we have BBAB here, then let's check whether it is correct or not. It should get corrected, right? Because if I have at least one A here. So Q0 on B, it is in Q0 state only and then on B, it is in Q0 state only and then on A, it is moving to Q1 state and then on B, it is there in Q1 state only. So this one is correct. Clear? So now we have the fourth problem, correct? So accept strings of A's and B's. We have particular here that is starting with AB, correct? Or it can be wrote like this also. L equals to AB W, where W equals to A plus B star. Okay. So here we should have the DFA which should be starting with AB only. So it should be like L equals to AB. or A, B, A, or A, B, A, B, or A, B, A, so on. Correct? We have symbols as A and B. Correct? So how to write this one? Here, if there is A, B in the starting state, then only the DFA gets satisfied. Correct? So it should be like Q0 on A, it should move to next state, that is Q1. And then we have another thing, that is starting with AB. So Q1 on B, it should move to next state, that is Q2, and this should be the final state. Correct? So Q0 on A, Q1 on B. Now we have another thing, that is A, B, A. So Q0 on A moving to next state, Q1 on B moving to next state, and Q2 on A, it should be there in final state only. And then next one, A done, B done, and then A same state, and then B, it should be in same state. Correct? So on A comma B, it is done, right? A, B, A. But now the question is, what if this string starts with B, A? Now the DFA shouldn't accept it, right? So here, if we get B, it should move to a dead state. Remember this one. If we get any string that has initially which has B as a starting letter, then it should move to a dead state. Okay. And then if I get A, and then here if I get A should not be there. Correct? A should not be there. So if we get A here, then also it should move to a dead string. Correct? Dead state. Correct? So on BA also it should move to a dead state. So this is the final transition diagram. So let's check some examples. So the examples are A, B, A and A, B, A. So ABA is already checked and this is satisfying. So let's check it for AABA. So Q0 on A is moving to Q1. Correct, because string is starting with A. But the thing is, we should get B at the next. But here we have A. So on Q1 on A, it is moving to Q3. Correct. So here if I get B here, then what to do? Because A is done, but here there is no B. It should not be like this. So after that, if I get AB, it should be there revolving in the dead state only. Okay. So here if I get A, it should move to next state. But if I get A here, it should move to dead state. But if I get B in the dead state, it should be there in the dead state only. And if I get B in the dead state again, it should be there in the dead state only. So the string is not accepted here. Okay. So the small assignment for you guys is, for this problem you have to write the transition table. Okay. So please answer this and let me know, and then let's meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.